Hey guys, it's Pope. Welcome back to the channel. I am about 2 weeks since I competed in Tampa now, starting to recover from the show. This has been a much more challenging recovery with it being the 2-day show style. Kind of interesting how much harder that has been for me to bounce back because I had to stay moderately dehydrated for so much longer. It was definitely tougher on my body. And I think like the back-to-back shows was kind of starting to add up and take their toll. So yeah, I'm just now starting to feel like in a groove again with training. My body is turning the corner now with recovery. My knees have been really achy, so still dealing with some of that, but it's starting to kind of shake off and ready to get back onto my training vlogs now. After the show, I spent some time in Tampa, just had a good time, ate all my crumble cookies, went out and had some really good food from the suggestions from some of my followers that live there. We had some really good Mexican food, went out for Italian, just had a really good time for a few days in Tampa. So the whole first week of recovery was kind of bouncing back from eating all that extra food. Did some low carb days to kind of reset, and now I'm in a groove. This is my second week of dialing back cardio, introducing some more high carb days on my routine practice days, which feels awesome. So my output as far as cardio goes is down, and my input with food is up a little bit, and I'm holding a really strong loop right now with those adjustments. So really excited to have those modifications right now. Stepping off stage, that was what kind of felt so daunting about maybe trying again for this Olympia qualification. Was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to keep pushing at this level? But thankfully my coach is letting me pull back a little bit before we start another big push. So as of right now, I'm 6 weeks out from the Arizona Pro. We are going to give this another go. There is 2 more shows on the calendar, and that's it within this qualifying deadline, and they are back-to-back weekends. So right now my biggest motivation is to get that qualification at the first show, because it's going to be so freaking hard to turn around and hit another show the following weekend. Not only that, but the logistics of everything is going to be super challenging if that's the case. If I don't get it in Arizona, I will have to go to Reno the next weekend, flying from Arizona back to the East Coast and then all the way back to the West to hit Reno. That's just going to be kind of a nightmare. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, that's a big motivation to try to seal the deal at this first show at the Arizona Pro, 6 weeks out. I was able to get some feedback from a judge's standpoint on the Tampa Pro, which is really helpful for me. I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but I would much rather have the critique than not have it, because it's just more motivation for me to have some pinpointed things to try to improve on. So I got some feedback from Sandy, which is a head Olympia judge. First, she evaluated my physique round and basically told me that I nailed it, which feels so amazing after all this work I've put in to try to bring up these areas that the judges were giving me feedback on, mainly improving my conditioning. So for Sandy to say that I nailed my conditioning, that just feels really, really good. She also said she really liked my look in general. She liked the suit, the tan looked good, makeup. She said overall look, she really liked it. There was only a 1-point difference between first and second on the physique round. So that means that some of the judges gave me first and some of the judges gave the girl that I was splitting center with first. So very, very close for me being that top spot in the physique round in Tampa. So got only positive feedback on the physique round. So basically I just need to bring that package together again in Arizona for the first round. Then she watched my routine. So I got some really good feedback on the routine round. And her advice is to increase the tempo of my routine and to improve the height on my jumps and to include some more strength moves. My background is in gymnastics, so I'm really excelling with those big tricks, the flips, handstands, stuff like that. I'm really nailing it. But if I can incorporate some moves that really show my raw strength, she said that's where I can bring my routine score up a little bit. All of these things is kind of interesting, is what I was back to the drawing board. Here's what I want to change, kind of where the wheels were turning already in my mind. So to get that feedback from the judge and say, do this, this, and this, and I think you'll place higher, is really confirmation of the direction I need to put my focus and work into. So I've adjusted my music for the 3rd time. We're gonna hit this Madonna routine again, but with a third rendition. I'm changing up the middle song to increase that tempo, so to really keep the energy flowing like as fast as possible through the middle of my routine. And that's where I'm going to incorporate another strength section as well. So I'm going to hit 2 birds with 1 stone with that feedback. I'm going to add in a whole other push-up sequence, which is going to make my routine stamina and endurance wise much more difficult, but I think that will pay off in my placement. As far as height on my jumps, I do hold back a little bit on my straddle jump or toe touch, whatever you want to call it, in fear of my adductors and groins ripping. So just keep working on my flexibility is one way that I can improve those jumps. And I'm also going to be training with like ankle weights. Keep doing more plyo work. I can get my jumps higher. That's easy peasy. So I'm going to nail this little bullet list she gave me and bring a better routine to Arizona. And I'm excited to work on it. Definitely feeling more excited to work on it while I have a little more food to work with too. Like I said, I'm getting higher carb days on routine practice. So yeah, we're gonna bring the heat in Arizona. On the menu today is leg day. I've had a bit of a challenging morning today. One of those days where I had everything planned out to make this video. Today's gonna rock, and then, you know, motherhood just sweeps in and it's very unpredictable and stressful. Just had one of those mornings with my kid. So we're a little bit tight on time, but gonna get the most that I can out of this workout and also see how hard I can push my legs with my knees being a little bit finicky right now. I am still training the same workouts as the Dynamic Fitness bodybuilding plan. So if you want to train with me, you can jump onto that bodybuilding training with me. Let's work legs today together if you want to jump on the program with me. I'm going to squat first today, mix up some pre-workout. Let's get to it. Mixing up some Jolly Green Apple on Pounce. This is our newest flavor. Tastes like the green Jolly Rancher. If you haven't tried our Pounce pre-workout yet, go check out the reviews. This stuff is amazing. Our flavors are top-notch. A must for leg day, that's for sure. Adding creatine. We have micronized creatine monohydrate. We use a very small mesh, so this is absorbed as best as possible. If you've used other creatine and have like a lot of bloating and stuff, you should try ours. This is my pre-workout stack. I always link the products to the videos, so you can go check them out on my website. If you do try it and like it, please leave us a review. Okay, let's squat. Warmed up and done 185 and 195 for sets of 12 so far. 205 on the bar now. Try to keep it at 12 reps again. It's tough. I'm a little out of squatting shape. Just need to turn the camera on. That was the easiest one. Moving on to the hack squat now. Back squats are actually not on the program this month, but I didn't get to do them last month while my calories were so low, so I'm kind of taking advantage of a little more food right now to squat and then hit this leg workout. On the hack squat, we're going 3-2-1 tempo. That means a 3-second slow descent, 2 seconds in the hold, basically looking for a full stop, and then a quick stand up. Full knee flexion on the hack squat really aggravates my knee, but this is such a good quad exercise. I'm trying to push through a little bit. not pushing a lot of weight on my hack squat, just a 25 on each side. That's something that's so different in bodybuilding from weightlifting. Ego lifting is not how you get better at bodybuilding. The key to bodybuilding is trying to make every single movement that you do as hard as possible, not as efficient as possible like it is in weightlifting. Someone like me working around an injury, I need a new kneecap. So things like working with tempo like we're doing on the hack squat right now, increasing time under tension, doing the pauses, incorporating drop sets. There's so many things you can do to grow your muscle, build that strength without having to push more weight. There's a lot of like workarounds. That's one of the reasons why bodybuilding is such a great fit for me right now. And like I said, making the movement as hard as possible, making your muscles work as hard as possible is going to take you a lot farther than just trying to push as heavy a weight as possible in any fashion. Form is everything when it comes to these movements when you're trying to make those gains. Hitting some decline leg press now. Pre-exhausted this with some single leg. So I'm really toasty now. Also did leg extension. And we did calves a little out of order because it's kind of crowded and we were waiting on a leg press. Not filming everything today because I'm in a hurry. Got to get back to school to get the kiddo. Last set here. Let's finish strong. Hitting multi-stance on this, so going low and narrow to get front of the leg and then moving into high and wide to get some of the posterior chain working too. Killer. Heading home to get some food now. It's a low carb day, cannot be missing a meal. So run home, get some food, then go get Scarlett. Great leg day considering today is kind of a hot mess as far as my schedule goes, but I am trying to document everything really realistically. I could have just scrapped this video or postponed it for another time, but like this is my life. This is how chaotic it is, and I'm doing my best to still get it all done. And I want to show like the realistic side of all of this and how hard it is. So today was a struggle to get in here, get it done, get the most out of this workout that I could, and now get back to mom life, get back to work. I would love to have you come join me on the training program. I'm trying to get to the next level. I want to help you get to the next level, whatever that may be. The community that I've been building with Dynamic Pursuit has helped me so much throughout this year. Like having this like squad that I train with and like show up to the gym with, no matter how I do at these shows, like it's really awesome for me to be a part of the community. So I would love to have you join that as well. It's only $18 a month for the program. It's not expensive, and you'll get to meet some other really awesome lifters. So yeah, go check that out on my website. Thanks for watching this video today, hanging out with me. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. We're 6 weeks out from Arizona Pro. I'm stoked to give this another run. Really hoping this is going to be the one. I'm going to bring my absolute best. I think it will be the one, and I'm excited. So follow along. See you in the next video. Bye.